Welcome to the yet another episode of Fridays with Dhole. Our today's topic is integration of physical characteristics in homeopathic case definition of autism spectrum disorder. Our objective of today's presentation are importance of developing diagnostic thinking in understanding psychological disorders of childhood, importance of symptom classification in the formulation of totality, integration of physical characteristics in the totality of ASD, and learning differential materia medica. Here, I would like to present a case of 7-year-old girl. Her parents approach with the following information. At the age of 3, she diagnosed as a case of expressive communication disorder and was subjected to all the ancillary measures at the Child Guidance Center. She was given speech therapy, occupational therapy, but there was not much difference after 4 to 6 months of treatment. Hence, parents approached homeopathy for trial. Here, these are the following observations were made by the team when she entered into OPD. Her height and weight was found to be appropriate with the age. Her features were sharp. She walked in OPD in a peculiar way. She was hiding behind the mother, constantly sucking the thumb, looking here and there, and not maintaining eye contact. When physician approached for handshaking, she refused to shake hand and not responded to the question asked. When mother asked her to communicate, she resisted. And when mother forced her, she became irritable and expressed her anger by clenching teeth. She was not mixing with the same age children around OPD. She was wearing all matching blue colored things. Her dress was blue, the small sling she was carrying blue, her hairband, and so was the handkerchief. When this observation shared with mother, mother proudly told about the child's fascination for the blue color and if not given, the type of tantrum that child will show. The parents' main concern was her speech. Speech was not clear. She speaks very few words. She used to repeat the words and unable to answer. Her recent memory also found to be poor. She hardly could tell whatever she has learnt in the school. She hardly accompanies parents in any social function and cannot wait there for the longer time. She remains quiet. She does not talk much with the relatives and would insist parent also to leave early. Another main concern for the parent was that child has no control on passing stool and urine. She passes anywhere though she is trained. Mother added some more information about the child's nature. She said the child never likes to play with the same age children. Rather, she wants to play alone. She is very moody by nature. When we asked about the refusal for handshake, mother told the child doesn't like to be touched by anyone. She will allow only parents and that too also mother. So what child can do till now? Child can recite alphabets, numbers, she can name the animal, fruits and flower, recognizes the picture, and she able to remember past event. Whatever has happened weeks before or a month before, the child can give definitely the good account or details of it. Child understand instruction and will obey the instruction, but has difficulty in expressing them. So whatever the information we have received till now, how we are going to use of this information? When we study any individual or a disposition, we do not study only the physical or a bodily configuration, but we also study the intellectual attainment and the emotional attributes as it comes to us in the form of expression. And these expressions, they come as a reaction of the disposition to the environmental stimuli. Thus, the characteristics available to us is in the form of physical, intellectual, and emotional sphere, which reveals about the quality of individual or a personality to us. So if all these available expressions are bodily categorized into the 3 sections of conation, cognition, affect, the process of reaching to the diagnosis is very quick and easy. In this particular case, the child has shown a normal IQ, which is available to us in the form of a good recitation, good retrieval, and the recollection of the memory, except the one function where the recent memory is found to be poor. At the physical level, the child has shown a normal growth. Child could achieve all the milestones at normal age, except the speech, which was delayed. She started bubbling by the age of 1 year. She could speak 3 to 4 words by the age of 1.5 years. And by the age of 2 to 3 years, she could start speaking small sentences. At the same time, the child knows about how to conduct herself, how to behave in a certain situation, and how to express the anger. If you study the evolution of the disease also, the time dimension, which is very well available in the case, this case has come to us when the child was 7-year-old. And at the age of 3, the child has already been diagnosed as a case of expressive communication disorder. So in this case, we do not see any progression in the disease, or a regression, which is very common in some developmental disorders in children. So this is the quality of this disposition or a susceptibility of this individual, which has arrested the disease process. So having this information, how we can reach to the clinical diagnosis. When we also aware that no two individuals are alike except the uniovular twins. So the reaction to the disease process, the every person will give in a different way, and which will differ from one person to the another. But at the same time, they will retain the certain common features of disease. And these common features will help us in arriving at a nosological diagnosis. And the remaining one will be the disease individualistic expression or a characteristic expression of the personality. So it is the job of a homeopathic physician to separate this disease expression from the individualistic expression. Once again, if all the available expressions are broadly categorized in the 3 sections of CCA, the diagnosis is very easy. So what is available in this particular case? Her speech is unclear, repetition of word we are able to see, the memory is poor. At the emotional level, we have anger and its qualified expression. At the behavioral layer, you are able to see a list of symptoms, which is very individualistic. The poor eye to a contact, no social communication, repetitive behavior, obsession, aversion to the touch, and the noise sensitivity. Before coming to the diagnosis, we have to differentiate the 5 common disorders which are prominently seen in this age group. And after that only we will able to come to a final diagnosis in this case. In intellectual deficits, in disability, there will be deficits at the IQ level and which will result in an impairment in the adaptive function of child. They will not be developed uniformly, and the expressions will depend on a type of or a level of IQ the child has. And our patient has shown a normal intelligence. In a global developmental delay, the child will fail to meet all the expected developmental milestones in the several areas of intellectual functioning. Again, our patient has shown a normal development except the development of a milestone, except the speech as a milestone, which is developed little delayed. Third diagnosis is the communication disorder, where deficits in the development and the usage of language will be there, which will result in the form of a speech impairment and a social communication. Since this child is already been diagnosed as a case of expressive communication disorder at the age of 3. Autism spectrum disorder, which is characterized by the persistent deficits in the social communication, maintaining and understanding the relationship, and restricted or repeated pattern of a behavior. So definitely this case may fall into autism spectrum disorder. But at the same time, we have to differentiate the attention deficit hyperactivity disorder as well, where the impairments are due to the inattention, disorganization, and or because of the hyperactivity or impulsivity. This is the diagnostic classification as per the DSM-5 and ICD-10. We have subjected this child for the psychometric testing to confirm the diagnosis. Seguin foam board test was performed. This specific test is performed to assess the intellectual functioning. Here her values found to be 96, which is fall into average intellectual functioning. Vineyland social maturity scale. It specifically gives us the differential social capacities of the child, and this is specifically performed for the age group of 0 to 5. On this scale, our patient score falls 80, which is below average. The normal score is above 85 to 90. Indian scale for assessment of autism, this is the most confirmatory test. On this scale, our patient score is 82. Normal should be less than 70. So 70 to 106 are categorized as a mild autism spectrum disorder. So the final diagnosis of this case is mild autism spectrum disorder. These are the associated complaints, the recurrent respiratory infections. Child has history of a chronic constipation, which is there since the age of 1. These are the physical generals. Prominently, we have noticed the one physical general, that is milk, which aggravates the gastric complaints. Whenever the child takes milk in any form, her GIT complaints will increase. We also noted the noise sensitivity. At the fundamental level, we have seen the paternal mother has a hypertension, maternal grandfather has diabetes, and mother did not have any complaint either during the pregnancy, during the delivery. So there is not much of a fundamental load we are able to see on this patient. So now how we are going to the totality formation. So whatever we have analyzed, how we are going to formulate the totality in this case. The totality should not be only the sum total of the symptoms. As we know the value of each symptom when we classify them. And this particular totality is mixed of a disease symptom, diagnostic symptom, emotional symptom, intellectual symptom, physical general symptom, and certain dispositional symptom. Here again, I have taken a help of our CCA categorization to understand what is common to the disease and what is characteristic of an individual. So what I have done, I have classified this expression to understand common and characteristic expression at the level of mind and the physical levels. So this process has also helped me in arriving at the totality. We also know that the value of characteristic symptom, which is more than the common symptoms in a homeopathic totality and a prescription. So at the end of the classification, these are the very few list of symptoms available to us. This is the totality we have formulated. And at the end of the repertorization, these are the repertorial syndrome or the repertorial result. If you see, the first two remedies are not covering your qualified mental data. So what we have done, we have differentiated the remedy on striking physical modality, that is diarrhea. We have considered this as a eliminating rubric. So whatever the remedies have come up, we have differentiated, and then we compared the mind through the qualified mental symptom, which is available to us in the form of anger and its peculiar expression, that clenching teeth. So when we studied the diarrhea of Calcarea, we have found the Calcarea is equally the disturbed, GIT symptoms are disturbed because during the dentition because of the milk and certain acute condition. But the quality of Calcarea diarrhea is the abdominal colic followed by the explosive diarrhea, which is not so available in our patient except the milk as a modality. In chamomilla also the dentition will bring on the diarrhea, even the taking cold also will bring the anger. But the again quality of the chamomilla is it will have a bilious diarrhea which will be followed with the intense colic, same as Calcarea, but the chamomilla will have a burning in anus. Here I have differentiated the nitram group as a whole. We have seen in the nitram group, the nitram group has a tendency towards the constipation, and what the milk or any wheat cereal will bring on the gastric symptom in Calcarea. I have studied specifically nitramur and nitrocalm for this differentiation. In nitramur, all the GIT disturbance will come up after eating and specifically rich or a fatty food. While in nitrocalm, it will be sensitive only to the milk, which is available in our case. So we have differentiated all this remedy with the qualified mental expression, that is anger and clenching teeth. When we studied Calcarea carb, we have found the Calcarea will be more in favor of having security and the protection. At the same time, the Calcarea is very much known for their slowness at the level of mind and of physical activities. We know the Calcarea children are very self-willed. They would like to do things on their own with the pace and time. And any disturbances that brings on the change and the anger in the Calcarea children. And they express their dissatisfaction in the terms of tantrum, and there won't be any violence in the Calcarea carb patient. We have not found any kind of a violence in our patient. Chamomilla, we have found, everyone knows that they are very oversensitive to the external impression. They are equally irritable, easily offended, impatient, quarrelsome. They answer very snappishly. At the same time, they would be averse of talking. But the child would want to be carried all the time. The cry will be very piteous, and they also would not wish to touch. So in our patient, except the touch issue, we have not seen any chamomilla expressions. When we study the nitram-mur as a whole group, we have seen the theme or a main core of the nitram group is relationship of trust. The relationship will be on one-to-one basis. They will be very hypersensitive. They easily get hurt and embarrassed, and easily. We have seen in this case, her relationship with the mother is almost one-to-one basis, and she is not ready to form the relationship with anyone. Here I have differentiated nitram-mur and the nitram-carb sensitivity. In the nitram-mur, in avoid to being hurt, the nitram will pretend to be reserved. They will be equally sensitive to the noise surrounding, to the music and the people. While nitram carb, they will be very much sensitive from the getting separated from the loved ones, and at the same time breaking of relationship. The slightest criticism will bring on the anger, and they will become more defensive, and they express their dissatisfaction in the form of getting reserved. Nitram carb are also equally showing the noise sensitivity. So in this case, we have considered the nitram carb can be a final remedy. The susceptibility at the level of mind was good, high, and at the bodily level, it's moderate. So we selected nitram carb 201 packet weekly. Here is the follow-up summary of 3 years. In the first 6 months, I'll share the analysis. We started with the 201 packet weekly, but soon we realized and we made 3 packets. And within few weeks, the response was her speech improved, her sentence formation improved, the copywriting speed has increased. Though it was never noticed or reported by the mother, but eventually when the mother saw the completion of her notebooks, she told us. The intensity of her physical complaints decreased. The child showed the initiation to participate in the school activity. In the second 6 to 8 months duration, we found her vocabulary improved. The words she started using has improved. Interest in the study and the outcome in the academics was very good. The fears has reduced. Obsession and the thumb sucking also reduced. And she started mingling with the school friends. Though the anger and the mood related expressions were keep on fluctuating. Here, one thrilling experience the child has given to us, which I will share later on. In the third analysis, the 6 and 9 months, we have seen a drastic change in her behavior. She has participated in the group dance. There were no hesitancy followed or found. The social contact has gradually improved. In the span of 3 years, no ancillary measures were followed because the parents already had the experience with the ancillary therapy and the measures. So they were reluctant to go for this. So come back to what was the thrilling experience. The child won a prize at a elocution competition of reciting Atharva Shirsha during the Ganpati festival in their society area in the September 19. Mother was so excited and thrilled about sharing this experience where the child did not show any anxiety. She could go there very confidently. Her pronunciation was very good. And this we could achieve almost 1 year and half, 8 months of treatment of child. And the age of child was almost 8.5 by that time. We have contacted this patient and the mother on a video call to just get about the current status. And first we spoke with the mother. The mother told us the lockdown has not much affected this child. She shown a consistent improvement in the communication with the family members. She is very happy. She started playing with the neighboring children. She takes care of her daily care routine independently. Her anger and related behavior is less, though the obstinacy is almost same. We've spoken with the child also, and she told us she is missing her Saturday OPD visits and she wants a daily packet because since the pandemic, though no medicine was given to the patient. So this is the overall experience of understanding the physical importance of the physical characteristic in the prescription and the management of the autism spectrum disorder. Thank you. Here I would like to thank Kumar sir, Bipin sir for giving guidance for the preparation of this presentation. Dr. Abhishek, our medical officer, for helping me in this presentation. Dr. Keyur for patiently bearing all my anxieties for making this video. And you all the behaviors of homeopathy. Thank you. Thanks a lot.